OstRich. Silver Life Created. John Claude is a producer, filmmaker, artist. He does it all. And he's from Georgia, so he's from the South. And today we're gonna learn a little bit about what he's been doing, and more importantly, we're gonna learn about his upcoming film called The Swap, which is gonna release very soon.
Yeah,
So,
Swap coming soon.
So John, man, how'd you get into production? How'd you get into, like, where'd that drive and that passion to create come from?
Man, I always been passionate about everything I ever did. You know, I used to be big on sports and learn a lot of discipline and just passion from there right there. And my mom was a gospel singer growing up, so yeah, my mom used to travel everywhere, always be dedicated to anything she was doing. So I guess she just passed that down to me. And
Excellent.
I just took that passion, put it in the film.
Nice.
Yeah.
You seem like a really driven man. That had to have come from your father. If I did my research right, he was into sports, right?
Yeah. My pops used to play sports back in the day.
Nice. And I think previously we may have talked about how my personal belief in how football, the fundamentals and aspects you do learn, you can apply them to life. And I know you're at one point in time you were an athlete, and you kind of adopt that same theory as well, as far as applying those fundamentals.
I feel like sports do apply to life because it's like work sometimes. Like, it's gonna be hard, it ain't gonna be easy, but you gotta get up and you gotta get out there. And in life, you ain't gonna never win unless you gotta put the work in.
Push yourself.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's always somebody that's right there across the line from you, and they want it just as much as you, just as bad. And they going just as hard, so you got to go hard.
Absolutely.
You know, you're around people from all ethnicities, like, you know, all different races. You know what I'm saying, on the team, and then you get along, and you learn to trust others. You know.
Absolutely.
Because when you run a play, everybody got an assignment. One person messes up, the whole thing crashes.
Exactly.
So you learn to depend on the people around you and to build a team and, you know, work as one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's awesome, man. That's really good stuff. So let's move on to some entertainment, some stuff. So what's John Claude doing right now for his fans and future fans? Like, what do you want them to see?
I'm staying busy. I'm outworking everybody. There's a lot of people out there with talent. I know there's a lot of people that's more talented than me, but it's like, are you gonna outwork me? You know, you're gonna keep coming with it. You're gonna invest in yourself. You're gonna believe in yourself as much as I believe in myself. You know, so
Absolutely.
I got a lot of merch lined up. I got the website doing great right now. I got a web series out right now, 5 episodes. I got a movie, Never Work Again, out available right now.
Great movie.
Yeah, I got Smoke Slow Live Fast getting ready to drop within the next 3 weeks. I have 7-Way prepared. I'm in the studio working with Big Phrase. He's with Rock Nation now on songs from Beyonce all the way to Ice Cube, John Legend, everybody. So
Excellent. I love to hear that. I loved everything about that except for the part where you say you get your merch made somewhere else and you didn't come to your boy. You heard my feelings. We're gonna have to talk about after the podcast, after the interview.
I've been paying attention to a lot what you got going on, which got me here today. You know, I love what you got going on, and I support another brother that's striving like me. You know.
Hey man, I appreciate that.
Definitely, man. You deserve it. If I give it to you, you deserve it.
Speaking of striving, you know, the meaning of Silver Life. Did I ever told you?
No, give me the details.
Well, when I first created Silver Life, and it has to do with striving, so that's why I segue. So I came up with the idea on my way back from my first tour, and I was on the airplane, and my first name was terrible. Like, I won't even speak it again out of my mouth, but still had silver in it. And I needed a name, I needed a rebrand, and I thought about the Olympics, which dates back to the ABC. It's the longest lasting competitive games amongst humans. So in the Olympics, you have bronze, silver, and gold.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make a lifestyle, not just a brand, something that the youth can follow and live by, you know.
Okay.
So I created Silver Life, the Silver Lifestyle, which is the theory of striving for gold,
Yeah.
constantly striving for gold, but staying hungry and humble, and staying silver. So no matter what hurdles or trials or tribulations in your way, you overcome them, but you never say I won. You never say I did it. because there's something more
There's
that you
always
can
more
do.
to do.
So you stay striving, which is what that second part.
I did that, man. That's dope, man.
So that's Silver Life, you know. But enough about that, bro. Tell me about the swap, man. I want to know, man. I'm waiting for it to come out.
Yeah, everybody.
It's dropping this year, man. It's a great concept. I want to hear about it.
Yeah, man. Basically, let me tell you how the whole swap came about. Sometimes I write my thoughts. I'll see certain things that from the news or word of mouth, and I'll just write about it. And I wrote a song once, and it was basically about, I felt like, you know, the police brutality and all the people getting killed, and it made me wonder, like, dang, like nobody doing anything about this. Like it keeps happening repeatedly. You know, like people will shoot a young kid, young black man on the block, and then you go to jail and you live to get out and talk about it. Like I know somebody who's locked up for selling drugs to feed the family, and they in jail 20 years. You know, like, dang, it's kind of crazy. It doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? So, and I noticed a lot of people have made things involved in like about what goes on in police brutality and young black men dying at the hands of police, but nobody. I don't feel like they feel it. Like I hear they hear us, the Black Lives Matter movement, and you know the protests.
But it's not hitting them.
Yeah, it's like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, do you care? Like you see it, you hear it. Like, but do you care? Like, did you feel anything?
Right.
So it was like when I made the swap, that was my goal. Like, and like that's why I get the name the swap. Like we're gonna swap places. Like I'm gonna put you over here, and we're gonna get over there.
Right.
And I want you to see what it feels like to walk to the bus stop and a black lady cuff her purse and you didn't do nothing. You trying to go to work.
In the swap, it's gonna be a white lady. No, it's a black lady. I'm sorry.
Well, basically, like I'm saying, like the swap is basically, you know, like white culture in the hood. You know, you shooting dice and cooking noodles and you wearing do-rags, your pants hanging off, your pit bulls, and you're smoking cigarettes and yeah, those white people living in the hood.
What the black people be doing?
But the black people is, you know, it's like they're the police officers, they're the business owners. They walking around while the white people out here living their life, and you got black people walking around looking like, okay, yeah, we finna tear that down. Like, yeah, we gonna tear this down. We finna gentrify. Like they gentrifying the hood while they living there. Like,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
so it's like that's what I wanted to build it around, because a lot of times people say things and people do things, but these things, same things that we've done has been done repeatedly in history over the years. But it's like, it's difficult to make a film like The Swap, because how many white guys can you get that's gonna actually come to the hood and do this for me and accept what comes along with it?
Well, I have something to say to that. I agree with you. It's going to be difficult to do that. But that's why you need a liaison person like myself, someone that has experienced both sides. In addition to that, I have a theory and perspective on this entire film, you know, and my core beliefs about speaking about the separation between black and white. Morgan Freeman once said, how do we stop racism? Stop talking about it. But I wasn't done. I wasn't done because this isn't to be against the film. I personally want to be as involved as I can in the swap, because I love how you're how you're portraying the difference. Finally giving people ocular reference to how we live, some African Americans live, and then how some Caucasians live. And that perspective needs to be out there. Following that, I think won't be talking about race at all, because I want to try to kill it, and I believe we got to stop talking about it.
I feel like it's deeper than that. It gotta be killed at the root. Like it's deeper than not talking about it. It's easy to talk about it when it's not happening to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I live in a neighborhood where my house is beautiful. Like, the people around me, they feel like I shouldn't live there. On 4th of July, when I pop my firecrackers, they call the police, and the police actually come. And they want to know what we're doing. I'm like, oh, you mad? Let me open the garage. Let me know, I want you to get real mad. You know what I'm saying? Because, what did I do? Like, I've done nothing to nobody.
Living in a nicer neighborhood.
Yeah, I got a firearm. I own it. Here's my firearm license. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
People
like,
have to deal with that in the the South, and I hate
Nah,
it.
it's all over the world.
Well, what I wanted to say
It's on your job. It's deep. It runs deep. It's like people who don't go through it don't see it because it's a secret. It's to the point where they may see what's going on, and it may be happening over here to you. And then when someone mentions, it's like, what are you talking about? But maybe they don't understand it because, like I said, it was a system that's been put in place long before us.
And that's what only point I was trying to make. It is way deeper than that, and the system has been put in place, and they have centralized kind of to the southeast. I wanted to just mention, I grew up in Williamsburg, and I was the only black person in my school, my neighborhood. We had a nice house, all that. I didn't have those experiences until I moved down here.
It's Monday, hop up out the bed, wash my face, brush my teeth, brush my head. 7:20 in the morning, catch the bus at 8. Ramen noodles, chicken flavor on the paper plate. Walking down the sidewalk, I can see the stop. Everybody start running, then I hear a pop. Can't believe my eyes, I got to see him drop. I couldn't even move my feet, it like I wasn't shot. Blood dripping from his head on his dreadlocks. Single shot, he ain't even need a red dot. That lead hot, he squirmed as he bled out. Shot fired, man down, I need backup. Nothing to see him, keep it moving, people back up. Damn, this shit deja vu. Same incident, building C in apartment 22. Sad thing, he was a father, man, that baby brand new. It's on the news now, everybody talking.
So, Silvy, obviously we got the infamous John Claude here. We're here to talk about the biggest movie coming out, in my opinion, this year. It's called The Swap. The perspective is insane.
Most definitely.
The content is insane. I haven't seen the script, but what I heard is insane. And it hurts my feelings that I haven't seen the script because I wanted to be in it, but it's whatever.
Hey, man. Everybody want to see the swap. Everybody asking me about the swap. Like all day I get DMs, I get people reaching out. Some people reaching out because they really want to be involved. Some people reaching out because they're hearing what's going on and they don't like it, you know? But I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So with the swap, man, how long has it been? How long has this process been?
Oh, I say I started this maybe like 2019, maybe in November.
Nice.
So
Excellent.
it ain't been long. It don't usually take me long to put a film together. You know, you got the right crew got together. People really care. Don't take much time.
Writing team, or you wrote it yourself?
No, I wrote it myself.
And cell text or final draft?
Oh, final draft is dope. It's dope.
Final draft is
A lot of times when I do my films, like I be completely done with my films, and then I'll film it, and then when I'm done, I go back and look at it, and then I'll see what is missing, and then I'll call everybody back in. I know we done, but other people don't know we done. They're still waiting on the next shooting day.
Is that where we're at now? We have to go do. You're having to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in and do more.
We'll talk about that later, because we have to talk more about what's in the film, and then we can discuss the change you would like to make.
Yeah.
But I really do want to know about your process. Like for me, I may have a casting call. Whoever comes, I think if they fit the script. But you're a little more eccentric in the process.
Yeah.
So, for instance, name two characters.
I say my two. I'm gonna tell you about I say my two favorite characters would probably be Odell Harrison. Odell Harrison is from. He got a few scenes on Real Housewives of Atlanta. He's a comedian, all-star, Shaq all-star coming to jam. He's done a lot, but I like his energy. A lot of times when I do my casting for my films, like I'm not going online. I don't have people lined up around the door. I already kind of have in mind who I want to use because I write my scripts. I know my people before I even write it down. You know what I'm saying? That way I can make the character come to life because I'm basically writing you as yourself. Basically just, in my environment,
Absolutely, I completely concur, and I can see that. That's an awesome angle. I do have a question. In the swap, since it's, swapping races for situations, for the white woman to be portrayed in the hood doing hoodish things, how'd you go about casting the main character for that perspective?
Oh, well, my main character is really, it's a young guy. Like really, really like for it, I really wanted, like I didn't want to dress up the white guys like too black, so it was like I wanted to find who fitted. So the white guy's the main character. He's actually a rapper. You know, he grew up around black culture, so he didn't have to too much pretend. It's like kind of be yourself. Only difference is I'm gonna put you in these Balmain jeans and pull your pants down a little bit, put my do-rag on, put my necklace on. You know, here, let me put these noodles in this pot, cook this for me right here. You know, it was easier. Then I had another chick, like, you know, in every hood, you know, you got your chick, your hood chick, fine as hell. You see her, you wouldn't know she's from the hood, but when you go pick her up, then you're like, oh shit, you know.
Yeah, got you, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I had to find my white girl like that represent the hood chick, and you know, I tried to hit the strip club up. I found one chick online, and she had so many followers, and she was so busy I couldn't really get in touch with her. Every time I would message her, she wouldn't respond. She wouldn't even open it, so I had to go to the strip club, throw some ones and shit.
Hands-on
Get her right there close to me, and then, hey, look, chick, this is how I've been trying to get in touch with you. This is what I do. And I actually got on set, but when I got her there, that wasn't the one for me. And I knew this. I met this other chick riding in the lift, and she works at Follies.
Okay.
And she had the fat ass, she had the braids, and she was smoking backwoods like big. And I was just like, damn, this motherfucker black for real. But she's not though, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I got her information. She didn't know why I got her information, but I chopped it up with her because I could tell that she wasn't in the film and shit like that. When she got comfortable and all that, then I let her know what I do and invited her in. And I gave her a role. It worked out perfectly. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I did that. I used chains from Black Ink Crew, and cause for the main character, it's like I wanted a white guy with some dreads, cause I wanted to symbolize like you black, but the only difference is your skin different. You everything we are, only difference is your skin. So it was like I didn't want to have to put fake tattoos, so it was like he had real dreads, he had real tattoos on his face. So it was like I went and got him, but when I first got the Black Ink, I walked in, they looked at me crazy, cause I was, you know, on a regular day, I might look like trash, cause you know, I ain't trying to impress nobody. So I pull up to the studio after I see him online, I'm like, this is the perfect dude. I put in the address, I go pull up, I get there, they're like, yeah, all right. They weren't taking me serious. So I went home, maybe like a couple of days later, I dressed up, put my jewelry on, pulled up in my good car. As soon as I got in the car, they didn't even recognize I was the same person. Now it's all good, like, yeah, we can. But I developed a relationship with Chains, and he happened to be a good guy, man. We talk on the phone often, talk to his manager. They wanted to see the script. I sent them only enough to get my point across, and we got that put together.
Man, that is sad how you have to but it's dope.
No,
that
that's business, you know, I get it.
I get it too, but you know, it should be like that. We shouldn't judge people, but that's what your movie's about.
Yeah. So like when I created the swap was created for opinions. The swap is for the communists. This film is for the communists. That's what it's made for. Because
but so there's no message.
Like it's definitely the message in the film is basically feel something. Feel what we feel. Experience what we experience. Go through what we go through. You see it, you hear people say stuff, but when you look at it and you actually see this black guy aim his gun and shoot this guy and he didn't do nothing, it's like damn, it hit close to home, you know?
Mm-hmm.
When you see it, when white people see this black guy, this white guy with these dreads and these tattoos and out here in the hood, it makes them say, why would you even do that to yourself? Why you look like that? You know what I'm saying? But again, it's you can't judge a person by their frame. You know, like I want the black people to look at this film and say, man, I don't look like that. Man, my pants don't hang down like that. Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
You do look like
that.
You know, so it's like, it's not that I'm racist as far as this film, because just as much that I put into the white, I put into the black. I'm just basically getting the point across.
I
know
know.
what I'm saying?
I've heard the music. I know.
So it's basically, it's made for opinion. Like when I was making this film, I didn't want to use nobody that looked like me and you for the film, because it's like, oh, you ain't black.
You in the middle type.
At the end of the day, I found the blackest people in the hood and people that I know to be in this film, so that, you know, when you see him pull that trigger, or you see this person over here walking up around these kids and gentrifying these neighborhoods, like, I want you to feel something. Like, that's exactly how, like, you know.
Awesome. I would love to give, since this film is about opinions, and just based on what I know, I would love to give the first opinion, but I'm going to give it to you after. I'm not going to do it now.
That's what's up, man.
Awesome. So you're excited about it?
Yeah, man. I'm very excited about it. Man,
We had to move the release date. When are you thinking about putting it out?
Really, the release date is still the release date, but I'm releasing something else. Like, as well as the film, I got somewhat of a soundtrack put together. I got Big Rube from Dungeon Family on the soundtrack.
Awesome.
And we just got some music and stuff put together. We're gonna release some music. We're gonna release some interviews. I want to let people know what they're about to see. I want to get people prepared for what they're about
Absolutely. Man, so I can't wait until it comes out. I can't wait till it comes out, and I know you're excited. I know that you're gonna be a great filmmaker. After this, you're gonna come out with something else that's just gonna rock the streets.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. So that's Silver Life Media, man. This is John Claude.
Yeah, man. John Claude, Rich Mogul Records, man. Not Law Films, and Silver Life Media.
Silver Life Media.
Y'all stay tuned.
Jump
Swap
Media.
coming real soon.
Dope in the streets. Swap coming real soon.
Follow me on social media at JONCLAWD. Swap's coming soon.
Follow me on social media everywhere. Silver.
Flowers at the martyr stop. Box 5 going live, recording they drop. Another young black man killed by a cop. Screaming self-defense, I heard the kid scream stop. Now put him in a fence, they put us in a box. On a roll or not, you still a nigga. Why are you motherfuckers like eating fried chicken? And government assistance, you should just go back to Africa. Is that the only thing that you see when you look at me? Assume I'm a thug with a criminal history. Will I die? This traffic stop should not be a mystery. Every time I leave the house, is it really a risk for me? Due to my skin color, you look at me differently. High-priced private schools to keep me from Tiffany.
If our roles reversed, how much justice would you demand be dispersed? Would black folks put up a fight when you proudly recite how much white lives matter? And out of spite, we acted like your words were meaningless chatter. As if the senseless death of any child, black or white, was anything but a horrible disaster. If the boys in blue were mostly men of black skin, and the neighborhoods were white they rolled around in, profiling and defiling young men with white skin, being beaten and shot by racist-ass cops. Tell me what's the difference if his skin's black or not? Would we be any worse than the indifferent Caucasian if we acted amazed when you protested the hunting down, slaughter, and rapid wholesale caging of innocent kids?